I was thinking today about just how often I've found that advice I've been given about pre-drive just does not match up with my lived experience. And I do admit that Cullen was somewhat of an extreme case. But I was talking to massively experienced dog trainers about how Cullen could be trotting along near me 1 minute and then just disappear and be gone for hours because he'd picked up the scent of a deer. Now we'd get lots of empathy and lots of advice about how there's no way to use positive reinforcement to work with a dog like that, and I should keep him on the lead or find a way to block him from picking up the scent by smearing something strong smelling under his nose. When I would say that I didn't want to stop Cullen from enjoying deer scent, I just wanted him to do it without getting lost, I'd get looks of complete disbelief. And the reason for all of this was that when it comes to pet dogs, what dog trainers are taught about pre-drive is that it's so pleasurable for dogs to engage in, that if they get to do it often or at all sometimes, they'll become completely fixated on the prey. That wasn't my lived experience with Cullen. He did learn to stay near me, even if he could smell deer, and he learned it with a long established habit of running off. My spaniels get to run around, sniff out, and find prey pretty much every day, so far without becoming fixated on the prey. And not only that, but anybody who lives with working dogs who work with prey often tend to have similar experiences. Their dogs can herd sheep or find pheasants daily without it becoming a problem. I believe that the reason for those different experiences is a willingness to try. People with working dogs don't think about it. They know high prey drive dogs can be trained to do lots of complex tasks with prey. So they just get on and train their dogs. People training pet dogs have often learned a narrative that dogs too easily become fixated on prey and then they don't try, and because they don't try, they end up with dogs who are fixated on prey. And it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. I came into it with a long history of ignoring people when they told me that something was impossible. Throughout my life, I'd often heard the phrase, "you can't do that," and it turned out to be wrong. To me, Cullen was just another example. So I did what I tend to do and set out to find out if I could achieve my goal with him or not. Now, just to be clear, I'm not suggesting that you just turn your dog loose to do what they want and hope that somehow they'll become trained. They won't. There is a real process to what I did with Cullen and my spaniels and to what people with working dogs do. There is a real process. But the point of this is to give you some hope. Training high prey drive dogs really isn't as difficult as it seems.